If you're looking for a senior leadership position and you have already updated your LinkedIn profile, your resume to describe your accomplishments into 3 to 5 bullet points, you know that you need to start with powerful action verbs and with quantifiable results. You even try to match the keywords with the job description, and this is the standard advice. However, despite following this advice, recruiters are not reaching out to you. For the job you applied for, you are not hearing anything back, or you just get rejections with email automations. Even on the rare cases where you land a job interview with the HR team, you might still not making it to the next round where you actually be meeting the hiring manager. In this video, I'll share how to make your resume more effective using storytelling, so your CV can stand out as a seasoned leader who can think outside of the box and communicate effectively. I have used this unique resume for my own CV, which got me the interview for the vice president position. In case you are new here, I'm Tiffany, former communication vice president of the 2 largest Swedish company by market cap. In this channel, we talk about all things to help middle management get executive jobs. So if you want more content on this topic, subscribe and click the bell button to be notified when I post new videos every Thursday. Now let's get into it. So first things first, what is even a storytelling resume? It is also called a narrative resume. It is a creative and a communicative option to the traditional bullet point resume, often is what we see. Well, there are some similarities to the traditional version, such as they both have a header, they both keep it into 1 maximum 2 pages, and they both describe an executive professional career and personal value. But a storytelling resume stands out on its own approach. So what's unique about this resume? The uniqueness is the various sections of the resume are presented in paragraph forms. And these are short events that summarize your career journey as the leading character of the story. So storytelling resume, they are designed to be engaging. It offers a great opportunity to establish connection with whoever is reading your resume, your audience, the potential employers. And the format is designed to help you stand out in a competitive job market. So why does it work so well? Because you are keeping your audience in mind, the decision makers in the hiring process. What do they want to see? They want to understand not only what you have achieved, not only about your competence, your skills, but also how you can contribute, how you can benefit their organization. They want insights into how you can enhance their company based on your past accomplishment and your potential for future growth and scalability. Now you might be thinking, so what exactly do I need to include in my storytelling resume? I'll break it down for you step by step. The very first section you need is a leadership branding statement. It's an eye-catching headline. Now think of it as a cover of a book. Your leadership branding statement should immediately follow your name and be placed at the top of the page. It's an introduction. It presents to the potential employer, the decision makers during the hiring process about what they can expect from you and who you are as a leader. There are 3 questions you want to ask yourself here. First, what sets you apart? Second, among all these achievements, which ones are the most relevant to the company? And third, what unique value and competence do you offer that aligns with their needs? Here is an example of a leadership branding statement of myself. Here you go. Generated 67 million euro incremental sales by introducing highly targeted go-to-market digital strategy globally. A result-driven and multicultural leader with a commitment to growth and positioning our brand as desired business partner and employer externally. Advising and supporting executives in accelerating digital transformation by building an inclusive and engaging communication culture. When you are writing your version of your leadership branding statement, make sure it is aligned with your professional strengths, your leadership identity, and your personal value. If you are going to implement this, hit the like button. Now let's move on to the second section. The second thing you need is 3 of your signature achievements that are relevant to the position you're applying for. I have seen so many candidates describe their position by listing their responsibilities rather than highlighting their achievements. Huge mistake. What it looks like is they list their job description under each position they have had. However, you know that, and I know that. Recruiters, HRs, whoever is reading your resume, they know what marketing directors or sales directors do. What they really want to know from your resume is your specific accomplishment in these roles. This part will differentiate you, and it should be placed at the center of your resume next to your leadership branding statement. Well, for you to achieve this differentiation that you can actually stand out from the rest of the candidates, storytelling comes into play. This section should be written in paragraph forms. You want to use a narrative style. When you do that, you are incorporating basic storytelling elements. So how do you go about writing this section? Well, this formula I'm going to share with you is in my paid membership program. It is that you need to quantify and give the context of your accomplishment. Here comes the formula. There are 3 elements into it. First is, what was the challenge? Second is, what was the solution under your leadership? And third is, what was the result with your solution implemented? While most of the recruiters and employers are used to reviewing resumes that made of bullet points and job descriptions, this narrative approach will help you to stand out because it engages the reader, the audience, and it providing a captivating narrative that goes beyond just a list of responsibilities. The reason that this formula works so well is because you are now presenting yourself comprehensively. You are telling them your challenges, how you have solved the problem, and what future possibilities lies ahead in the next chapter of your career by working for them. By using this storytelling formula, it will reveal who you are. You are creating a strong connection with the audience, and you are demonstrating your potential impact on their organization. You want to make sure your resume is centered around accomplishments. So how do you do that? You want to give the context and quantify your accomplishments by using specific numbers and scales. For example, the size of the companies you've worked at, the number of team members you have led, across how many multiple geographical locations, and how many markets, the revenue you have generated. And if you are not involved in top-line sales, don't worry, you can still mention the cost savings, the efficiency gains you have achieved. Now, let me give you some examples of how you can formulate it. Example number 1 is about product quality and operational excellence. Here you go. Transform the product quality to secure industry-leading status in operational standards, reclaiming the leading position within the sector. Led a quality enhancement initiative resulting in a remarkable 35% reduction in warranty and goodwill expenses. Example number 2 is about profitability growth and as well change management. Here it is. Maximize the profitability, strategically engineered a cross-functional operational overhaul, streamlining management hierarchies and accelerating decision-making process. This restructuring facilitated a remarkable double-digit increase in overall growth. Example number 3 is about customer experience and revenue generation. Here is an example of how you can formulate it. Revolutionized the customer experience, pioneered a paradigm shift from reactive to proactive management at the key touchpoints of the customer buying journey: pre-purchase, during purchase, and post-purchase. This approach increased our customer satisfaction scores by a substantial 25%. When you are showing a project that you've led or you have been part of, it is so important for you to demonstrate the scale, the complexity, and impact. You want to put a ratio, a number, and a result. Given that you are now applying for a senior leadership and executive position, your resume should be naturally longer than those of a junior or mid-level candidates. So to address this and to make it easy for the readers, this summary part is just so crucial. It's outlining the most impressive accomplishments across your 20 years of experience leadership. When I was hiring, it's quite often I receive hundreds of resumes, and I always value the candidates who present their resume with this executive summary. This approach not only makes my job easier, it also helps me to identify the potential fits, and it also shows your commitment and your extra work in facilitating an effective communication. It's a must skill for any leader to have. Comment below if you find this example and this formula are helpful. Now, let's move on to section number 3, your competence in categories. Now that you have already effectively summarized the key section of your resume, it is time for you to demonstrate your competence. One of the reasons for categorizing your competence is to navigate through the applicant tracking system. Well, it's a software that automates the scanning of resumes. It is to filtering out those candidates who are lacking the essential keywords the employer is looking for. And this list of keywords should be a mix of your technical competence as well as your soft skills, your leadership skills. Now, I want to give you some examples here. You can also find these keywords in the job description that you're applying for, and I will be listing some of them here for you. So, the keywords for Vice President of Sales and Marketing are digital transformation, business development, strategic planning, change management, commercial management, volume forecasting, revenue generation, profit and loss management. Here are some keywords if you are to apply for a Vice President of Finance or CFO position. For example, capital reallocation, strategy and planning, risk management, corporate governance. And if you are applying for Chief Sustainability Officer, keywords are regulatory compliance, corporate reporting, change management, risk management, financial acumen, stakeholder engagement. Always do your own research and identify these crucial keywords for the specific position you're applying for. Then you come back to your own resume and align your expertise with these keywords. This will optimize your resume for visibility and relevance. Now, when you're using this strategy, you are actually ensuring that your application aligns with the position requirements, and you have a much better chance of being selected by the automated screening process. But there is a caveat here. Please, authenticity is the key. You want to tailor your keywords reflecting your genuine capability, your leadership value, and your true experience. The next element is you want to demonstrate your career progression from your 3 most recent and relevant positions. The objective here is clear. We want to demonstrate the evolution of your professional journey, and you want to highlight the progress you have achieved within each role. It's important you should emphasize how you solve these challenges and navigating through them. You want to showcase your problem-solving skills and the positive impact you have had on the company or the role you've had. Continue the storytelling here. You want to structure these experiences around the challenge, solution, and outcome framework, the formula we talk about. And you want to use this template consistently across the entire resume, even to your cover letter and to the later on the interview. You want to highlight and detail these challenges you have encountered because that's so important for the potential employer, your future manager, to identify you are the right fit. You have solved similar challenges, similar problems in your previous positions. Don't forget to include a solution, how you solve these challenges, because this shows your approach in managing these complex situations. And this tells your capacity when you are facing challenges and adversity. And now, why is it important to show the result? The accomplishment, the result you achieved has a significant weight because this highlights your workplace contributions and your ability to drive positive change and result for your organization and for your function. When you are telling your story using these tangible evidences of your competence and your experience, you are helping the person who is reading your resume seeing how having you in this new role can help them solve their challenges and how you'll be collaborating and leading in a new position in a new company. You always want to begin this section with your latest and most relevant position. This will ensure that the storytelling aligns with the requirements of the role you are currently applying for. You want to design your resume in this manner because it will show the most recent and relevant experience and make sure they are spotlighted in your resume. I have a specific process in the 1% Academy program to help middle management get their senior leadership positions and become the top 1% of a company in terms of impact and income. If you want to learn more about it, I'd encourage you to watch the free masterclass to find out my 6 steps to advance from middle to top management. You can sign up at this link, inspiremyday.org/masterclass. And if you're really serious about your career advancement and want to get personalized coaching and mentoring, you can submit your application to the 1% Academy program. Click the link in the description below to book a free strategy call with me. In the program, you will be coached by me personally. For now, I will leave you this video to find out how to write an executive cover letter.